Hi, it's always kind of fun whenever I sell one of these prints. I just get a little jolt out of it. It's really cool knowing that something that I created, someone's going to hang it in their living room or their bedroom, their home, their place of business, whatever it is. It's just kind of fun. The work that I do, it goes out into the world, and people seem to enjoy it. So this one's going out today, and here's my packing slip. Put this in there. If you're new here, this is the Silver Lake Prince YouTube channel. This is a series of how I manage my business in regard to creating my inventory to be sold on eBay using Midjourney art. And if you've watched the first two videos in this series so far, we covered getting started with mood boards to begin the design process. And what that did was helped us to develop a bunch of images at scale. And then in the second video, we went on to develop or show the process that we organized the images by for downloading so that we could get everything organized for print. So in this video, I'm going to show you how I bulk process my prints or my artwork rather, for printing in Photoshop on the printer that I have back here. So let's take a look at that. Okay, to demonstrate how I process my images at scale to get them to 300 DPI and 8x10 format print ready, I use a plugin that I have with Photoshop, combined with Photoshop, called bulk mockup. And it runs these images through it in bulk. And to get this to work properly, you actually have to have three folders. The first folder is where you would have your template. That is where the template is stored. And the template that I will be using for this mock-up, it's the Photoshop template for 8x10 300 DPI. So that is in this folder here, and I'll show you right here. I need to be sure that that is selected. So that has been selected, and we're selecting that folder there. So it's going to use that folder to generate the mockups from, because it has the PSD template in there. But before we do that, we need to be sure that our export format is on PNG and our preferences are correct, the naming is correct. What this is going to do is it's going to use the name of the folder where the raw images from Midjourney are stored as the naming structure for the exported images, and it's going to add 100, 102, 103 sequentially as these images are processed and exported, right? So if you go to the PSD template, you want to be sure that it's cranked up all the way to the 300 DPI, which it is. And let's go back to discuss a little bit more about the folders. Now, this design files folder needs to be pointed to the folder that has the Alphonse Matcha images in it, and in particular with the file name 260415 folder there. So all of those images reside in there, and I can show you that they are there. Alphonse Mucha folder 0415. These are all the images that are going to be processed, and these are all raw images from Midjourney, as we've already kind of gone over. And the next phase of this is where these images will be exported to. So I have a third folder set up in my bulk image processing folder for export images of 8 by 10, and these are going to be the images that start with the SKU number 60415. So we've kind of gone over why I have the naming in that manner. That's the date when these images were initially processed, and I use that date as the prefix for my image naming, right? So the naming of the images will be determined based on the design folder's name. So this is a pretty slick program, and if you want a more in-depth step-by-step tutorial on this, you can get that for free in my SKOOL community, as well as get a copy of this template here to use for processing your own images. So I'm going to start generating these now, and you'll see the magic happen here. So once I start clicking generate, you'll notice that this image here will get replaced, and it will land in place where it says at design here. And that's a big part of this, why this works the way that it works. But I explain it in greater detail, as I mentioned, just kind of a very in-depth step-by-step on this in my SKOOL community. But for now, let's just start generating these and see where this goes. So it's cranking it up, and you'll see that it's pulling in the images that were generated from Midjourney. And let's see here. Those images now are landing in the export folder for the 8 by 10 prints. And let's take a look. So you can see here they are, and the naming on these is just as I mentioned. This becomes the SKU number for each one of these. So we're going to just kind of look at one of these and go to properties and see what this is. You can see the name here. That's the SKU number of this. This image now has been pushed all the way up to 32 megabytes, which is a very big file. And that file is going to print out rather nicely when someone purchases this on the printer behind me. So the DPI, dots per square inch, is really cranked up, and these come out to be quite quality prints. These are now 8 by 10 images. So this creates a lot of these all at one time. It's going to go through the whole batch that is inside of the folders here, and it's going to export everything here into the export folder, and it's just working just like magic. So that's basically how I do this and get my starting point with these 8 by 10s. And I'm going to take this another step further in the next video and show you how I create mock-ups at scale. So I'm going to put these in frames so they look much more attractive when I put the listing up on eBay. These particular images are just for myself. I store these in an inventory folder that I have, and when somebody purchases one of these, I just chase down the SKU number, print it out, and send it off. So anyway, guys, I hope you got something out of this video. And again, like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. It really helps me out a lot. And if you're interested in doing this sort of thing for yourself, again, I have much greater detailed information on my SKOOL community, as well as you can check out my eBay store for some of these images. I'll put some links in the description for other resources, and I do give away the template that I use for Photoshop if you're interested in using that. So anyway, that's it for now, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.